testing time, and as a result reduces costs related to infrastructure and human resources. So talking quickly about the specific solution that addresses application virtualization, we have what is called the IBM Rational Test Virtualization Solution. And this is a bunch of different solutions that are put together in order to give you this enhanced capability of service virtualization. So the first among them is the Rational Integration Tester, and it is a desktop solution that basically sits between your application under test and the back-end system. So this agent that we talked about that listens and captures the information and then models the services based on that information, this is Rational Integration Tester. The test virtualization server is the server solution that basically then lets you host these virtual services and provides access to different teams in order for them to deploy these services on different regions, on different machines, on different virtual environments, thereby giving them the ability to do 24/7 testing. Right? So it also, because it is a server solution, a centralized repository for your application, for your virtual services, it reduces the infrastructure costs that are inherent with traditional testing systems. And the performance test server then enables you to use these virtual services and run performance tests against your application. So let's see how we remove the dependencies with another example here. So let's say I have an application interface, a website, and Team A was earlier testing this application interface with real environments, right? They were using real back-end databases, mainframes, legacy systems, enterprise buses, and different other systems. And let's say Team B, C, and D that are also testing are waiting for Team A to finish their testing in order for them to be able to access these systems. Now what we've done is we've used this real environment to create a virtual environment, and we just create clones of these virtual environments that are then assigned to these different teams, Team B, C, and D, and they can continue testing with their with the application with the help of these virtual backend virtual services. So let's look at how then application virtualization gives you the ability to do continuous integration testing, right? So you have a tester working on a workstation with his Rational Integration Tester and testing the system under test. So Rational Integration Tester, like we said, it creates the virtual services. It can run the tests for you on, on a local stubbing system. Now the tester can then get his test assets from, let's say, Rational Team Concert, which is a source control sort of system. It's used to store all your models and your artifacts that are created by RRT. You can then integrate that with RQM, which would be a quality management solution. It would be the place where your test plans and your test cases are all stored, and you have an entire testing architecture defined out there. Simultaneously, while all this is being done, you can use the performance tester in order to run performance tests against your application under solution. And you have your virtual environments that are being deployed on the RTCP, which then uses agents to deploy these virtual environments on. So you see out here how we have this continuous integration testing that is being done. Every time there is a change made to the code or to the application, you have an integration build that is running off. It could be a nightly build, it could be twice a day builds that are constantly incorporating changes from the development team. And while these changes are being incorporated, you have integration tests that are being performed on the builds that come out. So a build is certified as green only when it goes through the integration tests that are run against these virtual backend systems. So